Good morning, students. Today we are going to study the properties of the angles in the subject of mathematics O levels. And our today's objective is relate all types of the angles and the angles formed by the parallel lines and the transversal lines. So we will study all different types of the angles made by parallel lines and the transversal lines and different types of the angles So first, we are going to read what is meant by the angle. The angle shows the amount of the turning between any two meeting straight lines. And the two types of the angles are degrees and the radians. And now we are going to study different types of the angles. The first one is the right angle. Any angle that is exactly equal to the 90-degree is called right angle, and its measurement is 90-degree, and this is a type of right angle, and this is represented by this sign. So this is a right angle. The next type is acute angle. Any angle that is lesser than 90 degrees. So any angle that is lesser than 90 degrees is called acute angle, and this is the range of the acute angle. So theta is greater than 90 degree and lesser than uh, theta is greater than 0 degree and lesser than 90 degree, and this is a type of the acute angle. The next type is obtuse angle. So this is the range of the obtuse angle. So any angle that is greater than 90 degree and lesser than 180 degree is called obtuse angle, and this is a type of the obtuse angle. So look now, this is the angle which is greater than 90 degree. So this is a type of the obtuse angle. Next is reflex angle. So any angle that is greater than 180 degree and lesser than 360 degree is called the reflex angle, and this is a type of the reflex angle. So look now, here is the straight line. This will be definitely 180 degree. So the given angle is now greater than 180 degree and lesser than 360 degree. So this type of the angle is called reflex angle. Next type is complementary angles. So any two angles whose sum is equal to 90 degrees are called complementary angles. So two or more angles that make up a right angle are called complementary angles. For example, these two angles given in the question in the figure are called complementary because A and B will make the sum 90 degree. Next type is supplementary angles. So two or more angles that lie on this straight line are called supplementary angles, and their sum is 180 degree, and its abbreviation is represented by this line. Okay, so look now, this is a straight line, and A and B are the angles such that if we sum them, it will make 180 degrees. So these two angles are called supplementary angles. The next type is vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angles are equal. So whenever there comes two lines crossing each other, two straight lines crossing each other, so the angles opposite to each other are called vertically opposite angles. So C and D and A and B are vertically opposite angles, and these are equal angles also according to the definition, according to the concept. Next is a type that is angles at a point. So look now, this is a point and all the angles around it are given. So the angles at a point, the sum is 360 degrees. So angles at a point add up to 360 degree. Next is whenever two straight lines, two parallel lines are cut by a transversal line. So this is, and this one is parallel lines, and this is a transversal line cutting them. So corresponding angles are equal. So corresponding angles are the angles which are at the same slope. So look now, this is E and this will be F. So E and F are on the same slope. Likewise, G and H are on the same slope. Likewise, A and B are on the same slope, and likewise C and D are on the same slope. So these are the corresponding angles which are on the same slope, and these are equal according to concept. These kinds of the angles are called corresponding angles. Next type is alternate angles. So alternate angles are also equal. So alternate angles are in this figure whenever two parallel lines are cut by a transversal line. This angle A and B will be equal, and these are alternate angles. Likewise, C and D are also alternate angles, and these are also equal angles. Next type is interior angles. Interior angles, their sum is 180 degree. So like these are on the straight line. So A and E. So A and A plus E is equal to 180 degree, and likewise D plus B is also 180 degrees. So they are called interior angles. Thank you so much.